Happy Chappy Corner, reading number 2. So we've got St. Paul, and he's talking about from the book of Corinthians, and he's talking about married life and single life and celibacy, and there's a lot going on in this reading. And he's talking about how if you're married, then you can become of things of the world, and you get these distractions, and it's really hard to live out this holiness. But if you're celibate, then you're able to focus more on God. So, and it talks about distractions. But what I want to say is this: how you're living your life. And it kind of goes back to that, our first reading from Deuteronomy today of God is love and boundless compassion, and that is your core, and that is your center, and everything else stems from that. However, if I am married and I'm holding as my center my spouse, and I'm expecting that spouse to give me all of my happiness, I'm expecting that spouse to completely fulfill me, it's not going to work. I will be distracted because I won't, because I'm not abiding in me, abiding in that love and that goodness and that beauty from God, which is my center and my core. I'm looking for it somewhere outside of myself. And we're human beings. That person will disappoint me, just as I'll disappoint them, because I'm a human being. So if all of my happiness is wrapped up in that, it's not going to work. And so that same thing with single life, it really, in the end, where it is that you find your vocation, your single life, or living devout religious, or living in marriage, it's about, it all comes down to realizing our center and our core, which is love and the boundless compassion of our God of mercy. And then that is where you live from, and everything else flows. So I guess I find this reading asks me to realize, where am I looking for my happiness? Is it all wrapped up in another person and their actions? Is it all wrapped up only in my life circumstances? Is it all wrapped up in everything going my way? Or am I able to find the stillness to hear the voice of God, which is the voice of love, and to be able to abide in that, and to live life circumstances with that as my center and as my core? I think that's the number one. No matter which vocation that you really feel called for, where's your center? Yes, you will find glimpses. So those moments that you share with a spouse or a loved one or a friend, family member, or a moment of seeing a sunset, or whatever it may be. You get these glimpses of the infinite, of this love, this. You can't even put it into words because it's so incredibly beautiful. You get those glimpses, but I think it's all coming from that core beauty that you've recognized, that you've realized has been within you the whole time, and you're abiding in that. So there's my thoughts on that one. Grace and peace.